One of the really unique parts of it's a worldwide registry. It's a lot of patients. We are able to treat patients in both an on-label and off-label fashion and still collect data, which was a fairly different aspect of that the FDA allowed when we originally talked to them about the concept of the registry. The nice part is we've had long-term follow-up now. We've been able to publish from data from the registry about patient outcomes. We've been able to present in many meetings such as this at the Charing Cross Symposium. And I think we've all learned from the international experience we've had with the registry, really looking at different parts of the aortic treatments we do and looking at the outcomes that we have, and we can learn from those experiences. The registry is over 5,000 patients, just under 5,100 that were totally enrolled. The goal was 10-year follow-up. And the nice part was it was started with a specific intention in mind to look at post-market with the C3 device when it was first brought into the European community. And then we expanded, and we've looked at all aortic pathologies, and it's been pretty robust in terms of the clinical follow-up that we have. And I will say that the sites have really actively participated in making sure we get the follow-up on their patients. And, I think it just shows you the engagement we have. There's been a lot of good publications coming into some of our most respected peer-reviewed journals, and we just continue to see more and more ideas. And I think what's happened is as we've published and seen the outcomes from the great registry, other investigative sites have said, oh, that's an interesting question, but I would like to know more about this, and then go back and query the database. The iliac branch device is a device that's been interesting to me for a number of years. The device has done very well. The device has done well in terms of aneurysm performance. The device has done well in terms of limb patency and internal branch patency. We've been very interested in sort of management of iliac aneurysms, and in fact, at this meeting at Charing Cross, I'm going to be presenting on 900 plus patients that we looked at in terms of management of iliac aneurysmal disease. And we looked specifically at outcomes with iliac branch devices, with coil and cover techniques, or with using a bell bottom. And what we saw was all the techniques work relatively well, but specifically the benefit of preservation and the lack of re-interventions that were really necessary with the iliac branch endoprosthesis compared to the others, especially with the bell bottom, which did require some re-interventions. So the durability concern and question is one I think all of us ask ourselves, not just because of the devices we place, but because of the patients we see long term. The registry to date shows very durable outcomes. I think 10 years will be even more valuable than what we have from the 5 years in terms of the durable outcomes. But so far what we've seen is durability. And in fact, we just finished a Gore sponsored session looking at durability for all three, for TEVAR, for excluder, for angulated necks, and then for iliac branch. And all three presenters showed really outstanding data on the durability of the devices.